We're here with Emory head track and field coach John Curtin. Is the Emory track and field team getting set for the outdoor championships later in the week? And Coach, let's start with the men. Ian Francis had a fantastic season. He's going there representing you guys in the long jump and the triple jump. You know, talk a little bit about Ian, what he's done this season, and what you expect from him this week.
Well, Ian's not only been great for us on the track, he's been a tremendous influence to a real young team off the track. And he's been our Mr. Clutch. He came through. He was the reason we won the 4x1 at UAAs. His leg was absolutely sensational. He's been that guy that jumps in and fills in wherever you need somebody. So Ian's been great. And then he jumped that 7.27, 23:10 and a quarter jump on his last attempt at North Central last weekend to make it in the long jump, a real clutch performance. So that's kind of the story of Ian. And we just want so much for him to have a positive experience at Nationals this year. And I think he's ready to take advantage of the opportunity.
Now, on the women's side, you guys are really bringing a big field with you. Probably one of the larger fields, if not the largest, you've had during your career here. Very heavy in the sprints, but you also have Lauren Attia doing the jumps. Again, what are your projections for the women's team coming up?
Well, you know, this, John, has to far and away be the toughest year to advance to the national championships that I can recall in over 30-some years in Division III. The numbers that it took to make this field, first of all, only 22 are going in the women's events and 20 in the men's, so that makes it tougher to begin with. But we had really great weather all spring up in the north and in the Midwest, so the performances were just eye-popping. We have two hurdlers going, which was really great. Morgan Monroe coming through on the final day at the Gregory Invitational and making the 100-meter field. Charlotte Diggs in the 400-meter hurdle field. Of course, both relays are running really well and should be in the money on a national basis. Kaylee Leonard and Alex Dyer both in the 400. I think that tells you a little bit about our 4x4 when you have two national qualifiers in the 400-meter event. And as you mentioned, Lauren and the jumps, it should just be a great weekend for us. It is one of the larger groups we've taken, and hopefully we can do some damage on the national level.
Yeah. Now, I'd imagine one of the additional challenges is going west and having to compete with the 3-hour time difference. I was looking, the 4x400 isn't going off until midnight Eastern time, 9 o'clock on the West Coast. Does that provide an added challenge for you guys?
I think it's a little bit of a change. I think it'll be probably easier for our kids because we travel so much as compared to a lot of Division III schools. Everybody is pretty much going to be in the same boat as the great majority of the competition is coming from the East Coast and Midwest. We're leaving a day early to go out and get a little bit better acclimated, and we're staying in a hotel here, so we might as well stay in a hotel out there and get adjusted to the time zones. But our kids roll with the punches with all the travel that we do all year, so I think we'll be okay.
Yep. Finally, Coach, obviously at this point it's been a long season, indoor, outdoor. You know, you're coming up to the stretch run here, obviously, with the NCAA championships. But as a coach, what do you do to keep the team fresh and make sure they're running at their best by the time they get to the NCAAs?
Well, that's the real challenge, John. You hit it right on the head. It's been a long old season, and we've got some sore, tired legs. But I think the youth kind of takes over right here. You know, I'm probably more tired than they are. But the fact that we have final exams out of the way, we got off the road finally this weekend, and we've got a day or so here to collect ourselves where we don't have to worry about school or getting ready for tests. Hopefully these next couple days they can get a little R&R, pull themselves together. I think they're all excited about going to California, and I think they'll rise up. I never underestimate the resiliency of youth.
Yep. Well, thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck this weekend, and hopefully you come back with a couple of All-Americans with you on the plane there.
Well, thanks, John.
Okay, good luck.